Grandpa's attorney gave me a $38 million check. My father grabbed it, struck a match, and incinerated it before me. I didn't resist. All right, so picture this. You haven't seen your dad in almost 5 years, and the first thing he does when you walk into the room is glare like you're the court-ordered termite inspector. But that wasn't even the wildest part. What happened next, right there in front of everyone, will make your jaw hit the floor. He pulled out a lighter and he burned my inheritance. Yeah, he burned it. The conference room at Greaves and Halford reeked of lemon polish and enough unspoken power to choke you. My sister Harper was already there, legs crossed, wearing that usual smug look like she'd just won a lawsuit blindfolded. And then there was my dad, Leonard Greaves, at the head of the table. He looked like a CEO who'd missed the memo that this was a will reading, not a hostile takeover meeting. Miss Halford, the lawyer, nodded at me. She'd been with the family for decades, back when people still pretended I was one of them. No one said hello, no hugs. Nobody even asked about my last deployment, or if I'd, survived it without losing a limb. But honestly, I wasn't there for them. I'd made a promise to Grandpa Marshall that I'd show up. That was the only reason. Miss Halford cleared her throat, opened the folder, and started reading. Her voice was calm, professional, like someone reading instructions for assembling a bookshelf that could ruin a marriage. To Harper Greaves, she announced, the family property in Evergreen Lake and the antique Steinway piano. Harper blinked. I could almost hear the gears turning in her head, probably expecting the entire company. To Leonard Greaves, Miss Halford continued, a set of first edition Hemingway novels and a $10,000 donation to the American Ethics Council made in his name. My father actually snorted. That's a joke, right? Miss Halford didn't flinch. She just turned the page, and then she said my name. And to Rowan Greaves, my granddaughter, my only confidant, I leave the remainder of my estate. This includes all financial holdings, real estate, and voting control over Braden Tech Systems. Effective immediately. Silence. My dad's mouth tightened, a thin, furious line. Harper's smile cracked, just a little. Then Miss Halford slid a check across the polished table to me. $38,246,000, clean, signed, dated. I hadn't even touched it before Leonard lunged. He snatched the check from the table like it had personally insulted him. You think this brings you back? He hissed, and right there in front of the lawyer, in front of Harper, he pulled out a lighter and set the damn thing on fire. The check curled in his hand, the flame dancing up Marshall Greaves' signature like it was nothing. Harper gasped. Miss Halford leaned back in her chair, a look on her face like this wasn't the first time she'd seen a man torch a fortune out of pure, ugly spite. Then my dad looked at me, a cruel glint in his eyes, and said, "That's what you get for walking out." But I didn't flinch. I didn't shout. I just smiled. Not a happy smile. More like the full story video added in below.